1 month into the war with Iran, the country continues to fire back at targets across the Middle East. Overnight, Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia was attacked, and sources tell CBS News the attack was carried out using missiles and drones. Meanwhile, oil closed at its highest price, and stocks had their worst day since the war with Iran started. The Dow Jones Industrial Average entered correction territory. It's now down more than 10% from its all-time high. The Nasdaq sank deeper into correction territory, and the S&P 500 is on its longest losing streak since 2022. Holly Williams is in Tel Aviv with the latest on the war and President Trump's threat to expand his use of the U.S. military. Holly, good morning.
Good morning. 10 American service members were injured yesterday by an Iranian missile strike on a base in Saudi Arabia, according to U.S. officials, with 2 of them sustaining very serious injuries.
They're being hit so hard, anybody would be negotiating. They are negotiating. They're begging to make a deal.
President Trump repeated his claim last night that Iran's leaders are eager to negotiate an end to the war, pointing to the degradation of Iran's missile capabilities.
We knocked out 97% of the launchers.
But Iran is still launching missiles, doing damage here in Israel overnight. And Iran's leaders are wielding a powerful economic weapon. With strikes and the threat of mines, Iran has effectively paralyzed traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, sending energy prices soaring and piling pressure on Trump to end the war.
Now, this is the
Strait of Hormuz normally carries around 20% of the world's oil. That's around 20 million barrels a day.
Could a single mine take out an oil tanker with a hull worth hundreds of millions of dollars and cargo worth hundreds of millions of dollars?
Nobody is going to take chances like this.
Even with a military escort, there's no 100% guarantee that an oil tanker could make it safely through the Strait of Hormuz.
Exactly.
Iran has reportedly charged some ships up to $2 million each for safe passage, described either as a toll booth system or a shakedown. Even with war in the Middle East raging, Trump hinted last night that he has another country in his sights.
They built this great military. I said, you'll never have to use it, but sometimes you have to use it. And Cuba's next, by the way, but pretend I didn't say that, please. Pretend I didn't say that, please.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said yesterday that he expects the war to continue for weeks, not months. And he said the U.S. can achieve its goals in Iran without any ground troops. Kelly.
Holly Williams for us in Tel Aviv, thank you.